What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Rando Commando show.
Yes.
The show where we take a random topic every week, talk about it a little bit, hopefully have some good times along the way. I'm Jonesy, he's Ethanuel. Now let's get to it.
So, Jonah, I have to admit, for a long time, I've been sick.
You've been sick? Why?
I've just been infected with this really bad worm. Almost kind of like
worm.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
It's so bad, but it's a bookworm. I don't want to scare you guys. So, but I'm not actually sick. But I figured, since we're going to be talking about books this week, I figured why not make a bookworm joke? So
I approve.
So obviously by this week, we're going to be talking about books. And so we're just going to talk about our favorite book series that we personally like as well. So
I'm going to go with Chronicles of Narnia. For me, this is the book series that... I know Ethan's like freaking out. He's just like, oh, this is so good. For me, this was the series that kind of launched me into reading books. Like, my parents had wanted me to read this as I was growing up, and I was like, all right, it seems pretty good. And then I got into it, and I kind of read it some more, and I was like, I like this. It's actually a pretty good series. Got a lot of action, got a lot of good character development, a lot of good family values as well. So, I mean, pretty good, wholesome book series. So, yeah, it's my number 3 on the list. It's just fantastic.
And it's a fantastic choice. I approve.
I know you approve.
My third on my list is the Aragon series, written by Christopher Paolini or
Paolini.
Okay.
I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry if you're watching.
Yeah, if you're watching, thanks so much. But anyway, this series was fantastic. I read it when I was in beginning of high school. I had read numerous books before this one, but none of this, it captured me, just pulled me into the story. Fantastic story, awesome characters. You actually felt like, you could also at times feel like how each character was feeling throughout the story. And that's one of my favorite parts about reading a book. If you can make me feel what the character actually feeling like, you've got me hooked. So, and this did it for me. From the first page of Aragon, you realize how serious the threat is, to the last page of Inheritance, yeah, I gotta pull it up. I'm just gonna show you, because it's actually fantastic. But from the last page of this one, it kept me hooked every single step of the way. So thank you so much for writing a phenomenal book series, and it's just phenomenal.
For me, Lord of the Rings. Just so good. So for me, I watched the first Lord of the Rings movie before I read the books. Call me a heretic, I know, sorry. But I watched the movie and I was like, I'm kind of curious to see what this is about. So I picked up the books and I read them and I was like, this is fantastic. It's so deep in story and all these different characters, and there's fantasy elements, swords and magic and, all this other stuff. And I was kind of like, this is so great. And I don't know, for me, it's got a ton of characters, which are really great, and a really good story, and the fantasy elements are also really, really good. So it's a good, wholesome set of books, and yeah, I just love it. I love the movies, and I love the books too. So yeah, well done, Peter Jackson. Well done.
And also, yeah, it's just phenomenal books as well.
Thank you, J.R.R. Tolkien, for writing these.
Fun fact, J.R.R. Tolkien and C.S. Lewis were best buds. I don't know if you knew that or not. So,
C.S. Lewis, who wrote Narnia. BT Dubs.
Yeah. So my second favorite, moving right along as well, was one that, this one solely goes out to my mom. So if you're watching this, Mom, this one is solely dedicated to you. Because this one didn't actually...
for you.
So true. It's this is so true. Because this book actually didn't come into fruition till literally this past Christmas. And I'm a fast reader, and especially if it's a book that I really like. And unfortunately, I don't have the first one here because I'm letting...
I'm actually borrowing it from him.
Because I told him to read it.
Yeah.
I told him it was good. And it's phenomenal. It's the Wheat Feather Saga. This one's called North or Be Eaten. The first one is called On the Edge of the Sea... On the Edge of the Dark Sea of Darkness, which is a mouthful, but it's written by Andrew Peterson, who, fun fact, I think is a singer, songwriter, and an author all in one.
Ooh, triple threat.
Right?
Wow.
So I think that's what it is. I think, yeah, he's done.
Kudos to you.
Yeah, right? But phenomenal book. What pulls me into this one, actually, too, is the interesting creatures. Like, he does a really good job of bringing, like, interesting creatures into the story. And probably the scariest one, and probably the one that I find the most hilarious, is one called the Toothy Cow. So if you see a toothy cow, run. Just run. But yeah, I love the creatures in this one. It's phenomenal. If you read it, it will not be a waste of your time. It's phenomenal. I can't get enough of it.
So if you ran into a toothy cow, it might be a moose steak. Okay, moving right along.
I thought my bookworm joke was good.
Yeah.
My favorite book, obviously, if you guys don't know this even by now,
Number one
on my list is C.S. Lewis's The Chronicles of Narnia.
Shocker.
Let's play that shocking music right now. This book is phenomenal. This book series has been phenomenal to me. I can't just say there was one book of this entire series that I've hated, and I can't, like with the others, I can't say this isn't like not my favorite books of all time, because they are. There's nothing that the Winged Feather Saga came close, but this has been my favorite book series of all time, and I think for right now it will stay that way.
Okay.
What about you, Jonah?
My numero uno is a set of Star Wars books. Yeah, I know, shocker, right? Heir to the Empire, Dark Force Rising, and The Last Command. These are just phenomenal books, written by Timothy Zahn. They came out in 1992, 1993. So, I mean, they're kind of older books, but, oh man, they are just phenomenal. Like, the first books that Grand Admiral Thrawn was in, fantastic character. Mara Jade also is another character that's really fleshed out in these books. Oh man, it's so great thing. There's so many great things about this. It's hard for me to put it into words. If you're a Star Wars fan and you have not read these books, you need to read these books. Timothy Zahn is making a Thrawn novel, like just about Thrawn, and yeah, hopefully that'll be on my Christmas list. It's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. I think it's going to be really good. The artwork on the cover just looks phenomenal. So. But I think that's going to be all the time we have for today. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe.
Yeah, and if these are just some of our favorite books, what are some of your favorite books? Please leave them in the comments below, or if you want to see more from us, let us know as well. If you want to see Ethan talk more about Narnia books, or me talk about more of my Star Wars books, that's cool. We love hearing stuff from you guys. So feel free to leave stuff in the comments and just let us know.
And also, if you guys have an idea as well that you guys want us to do as well, leave them in the comments below. It's not like we don't ignore. We're not going to ignore you guys.
We're always open to new ideas. So yeah, feel free to do that. Also, if you want to check us out on social media as well, check in the description below. We have links to those as well, and keep up with us there.
So, all right, guys. Well, that's going to be it for us today. So thank you so much for watching, and we really do appreciate you guys. So this is the Rando Commandos signing off.